Hey guys, it's Tim Joe here. I'm with Clamp Nambler Jonah. We're gonna do a cover of what just happened in Las Vegas, um, the shooting. I have a few sources here that I'm gonna go over, and then Jonah's gonna put his input on it too. Um, what happened? It's vile. No one likes to think about it in a manner where you don't get angry or something like that. But that's the thing when you had to go and read all these articles and find the facts that you have to put feelings aside. And the thing that I'm trying to focus on here with covering the story is not more on the motive on when the guy did it, why the guy did it. I'm sorry about that, but more of the fact is what he did, what he had, and what caused him to shoot. All right. And when I say that, I mean, how did he get the firearm he had? And you'll see what I'm talking about once I play this video, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, so from that video that I just played a little bit from, it's from DNN, and I'm going to link their channel, and I'll link a few other videos that I had watched from them that I don't have archived right now. But as you can hear from the video itself, the gun is fully automatic, and if you pay attention to where it was shot, which is at Las Vegas, some things start to pop up which don't make any sense, and you'll see what I mean once I get into other sources, right? So, right now, these are all the sources that I have archived. I have a couple of New York Times articles which tell us that, what's it called? Oh, it's going to open up the article. Anyway, it tells us that 50 people have died already and 400 others were injured, and that's what the two articles have. One was the first one I saw, and then the other one was an update article. So I have those in the description if you want to read both of those so you can catch up on it. I have, I think this is another video of the shooting, so I'm going to play this one as well, so you can see what's going on here. Alright, so that's just 10 seconds of the video. We're not going to watch too much of it. The editing is not going to be that good on this video either because we're just trying to get the facts out there, so that's about it. Anyway, from those two videos that you can hear, the gun that is being shot is most likely a fully automatic rifle, and it was confirmed that it is a rifle, so it is a fully automatic rifle. You can tell that no one, that gun's just shooting automatically. If there's any source that says semi-automatic, it's false. You could definitely hear that this rifle isn't semi-automatic at all. And this is a very, very important fact for the story. Now, I have a couple articles talking about firearm ownership in Nevada, which is where Las Vegas is located, if you weren't informed on that already. But here's article. Somebody had asked a question on Quora. It's somebody that answers the question. So basically, on this source, it tells you if you can buy a fully automatic assault rifle in the U.S., which you can, but there's a lot of necessary procedures and limitations that you have. The number one thing is, if I could find it on this source, because this is archived, it's different from the website. What's it called? I would have to find it. It talks about fully automatic weapons. Alright, wait. I think this is a different fucking, what's it called? Here, I'm gonna go on the original. So here we go. Anyway, right here is where I want to say you must locate a Class 3 dealer to buy what's it called, fully automatic firearm, right? And now Class 3 dealers deal out certain weapons depending on what state you live in, because the Class 3 weapons you could purchase depends on which state you live in, which we'll get into Nevada's Class 3 weapons which you can purchase. Anyway, another point that I want to bring up is the process of purchasing a fully automatic firearm legally. So number 5 right here talks about you'd have to buy it and then ship to the Class 3 dealer. And then, for instance, a fully automatic M16 is about $1,200,000 up, and then that's the prices over there. You have to fill out forms, stuff like that. That's the usual. Gotta fill out forms. the one point that I want to bring up is that it takes about a full year for the entire process to be done, right? And I don't think this man was planning it out for the full year, but that's my opinion. It could be different and when more facts come out. But that's the thing that I want to point out is that right there. Now, if we go back to the archive sources and go to what type of NFA firearms can you own in Nevada, we go here, and the types of firearms that you can own in Nevada are machine gun silencers or any other weapon, which any other weapon is a concealed weapon that can be shot. Basically, a very compact weapon that can be shot. Destructor devices, which are certain shotguns, and I think a grenade launcher. Like, I don't know. There's certain specifications on that. Don't quote me on that. You'd have to go and research that. But a fully automatic assault rifle isn't underneath that. Short barrel shotguns are pretty self-explanatory, just a small barrel on a shotgun, and short barrel rifles, a small barrel on a rifle. But these are semi-automatic weapons, not fully automatic, right? Nowhere does it state fully automatic weapons, right? With this being known, you can't ship this weapon from across states. So if he were to legally buy this weapon from whatever state you can buy a fully automatic weapon from, he already broke the law. And we could see it back in the Quora article that I have here. You cannot transport the fully automatic firearm across state lines. That's already known. Okay? So, basically, I have come to 3 certain conclusions. This man bought a fully automatic firearm illegally. He legally purchased a fully automatic firearm and illegally transported it across state lines because he was in a hotel room. Or C, he took a standard semi-automatic weapon and modded it to where it was fully automatic, which is illegal if he didn't have the proper certifications for buying a fully automatic weapon. So, basically what I'm trying to say is that there's something that's not adding up here. Another point of view that I haven't seen on YouTube, and the reason why I'm making this video is that when I watched it, I heard a fully automatic firearm, and I was thinking, can you own one in Nevada? Or could you own one at all? And what did you need to own one? And I'm thinking that this man couldn't have owned this firearm, and if he did, he couldn't have brought it into Nevada. And the thing is that we're going to see a bunch of this stuff from the left saying, okay, we need stronger gun control, stronger this, stronger that. Well, I just have an article about buying a fully automatic weapon. You need to do all of this for a fully automatic weapon. That weapon was not semi-automatic at all. It was fully automatic, and you can tell. And with that process, there is no possible way in hell this guy would be fucking around with that. He would have to be doing something illegal if he was thinking about killing these people. Like, it's a trend. No person that does things legally does crime. Like, it's a small minority that goes out and kills people. And when I say small, I mean very minuscule. Very, very minuscule amount of people that buy stuff legally go out and do illegal acts. It's people that illegally buy firearms that do illegal acts. Most gun crime comes from places where gun control is most strict, because people don't own guns, and people will get guns regardless. They'll find any means necessary to get a firearm. So what this man did, which his name is Paddock, he probably illegally got a fully automatic firearm. Even inside the hotel room, there was 10 other rifles. We don't even know if they're fully automatic or not. He did shoot himself, so we can't get a clear motive from him. But I guess before I keep rambling on about the subject, because I was just really, really passionate about it, because fellow Americans died. This isn't something you want to hear. The thing before we go rambling on about, okay, better gun control, better this, I think the thing we have to focus on is these people that do illegal actions to get these guns. That's the thing. These people that will go to the extremes to get a firearm to kill innocent people. These people weren't doing anything wrong, and that's the thing. I do believe this was linked to a domestic terrorist account. It's not confirmed, but I think for right now, that's my opinion on it. You could come up with your own, but that's what I'm getting from it. I'll release more updates on it later, but that's just my point before we go and throw the gun control card at everybody. But anyway, Jonah wants to say a few things about it, so I'll let him speak.
Well, what happened was horrible, and everyone knows that. But I don't like how people are treating it, how liberals are treating it. Republicans are, well, they're doing what they can, they're giving to families and they're mourning. But liberals are just attacking Republicans as always. And here's a tweet by Ed Krasstein. I butchered that. I'm still waiting for Donald Trump to call Stephen Paddock a son of a bee, like he did the NFL players. What happened in Las Vegas was an act of domestic terrorism by a domestic white male terrorist. Hashtag gun control now. And he just has to bring up, Donald Trump, why do they have to go for something that's not even relevant anymore? It doesn't make any sense. It's not right. They're talking about NFL players. Wow, there's 50 people dead and over, of course, those 50 people will have family and friends and lots of them. That's lots and lots of people heartbroken and going through the worst time of their life right now. And all they gotta say is NFL. I don't get it.
If I could say one thing to where they said domestic terrorist for this one white man who shot, those 50 people, why doesn't the left, and this is a question for all Democrats out there that watch this, why don't you call Antifa domestic terrorist when they're already classified as one? They're classified as a domestic terrorist group, but why don't we talk about them? Why is it that when there's something with gun violence, is that, this is like a perfect case for you liberals because A, he's white, and B, he had a gun. So now you can go and say white male and he has a gun. And so now we're going to use the white card and then the fucking, gun control card. And I don't understand how you people can live with yourselves when 50 people just died and there's probably going to be more from wounds that we're going to just say, okay, why don't we get better gun control? This white man killed people. How about you get over yourselves and, say, I feel bad for these people that just died going to a fucking country concert, and, stop bringing in your fucking political cards. Come the fuck on. People are dead. This is serious. Stop pushing your stupid narrative. Stop pushing your stupid fucking agenda. Wait a little bit, and then we can talk about it. It's a time for mourning. People are fucking dead. This is no joke. I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional at this, but it's just something that I don't get. They don't snap out of it. It's just a thing. Anyway, Jonah, you have anything else to say about it?
Well, here's another tweet I found by Charles Clymer, who has a little rainbow flag next to his name. It matters to say Stephen Paddock was white and that he was a terrorist. This was a terrorist attack by a white male. We are more likely to be killed by white men with guns in this country than foreign terrorists who claim to be Muslim. Why is there no ban on them?
Well, I think for this guy, how I would respond to him is, if we look at the stats, and if you honestly want to go on about that, the people that kill the most or murder the most in this country, right, on murder, right, is black on black crime. Or not black on black crime, I mean crime in the black communities. They commit the most murder. That kills more people than these mass shootings over time, okay? And I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm trying to say that's a stat. I will link the FBI's crime stats on that. That's already a given, okay? That's already there, okay? So you just gotta pull your head out of your ass. You just can't pick and choose on a race. That's the thing that I have with liberals and Democrats. They throw this race card. He's a white domestic terrorist. Okay, the man happens to be white. Okay, the man happens to be a terrorist. Okay, so what? Alright? that's a race, and that's what he did, okay? It's not that we can't take it into consideration right now, but the way they're portraying it is pushing their fucking stupid political agenda that is not needed right now. No one needs this at this time. People just want to be comforted and supported to make sure they're safe, man, because they're not safe when 50 people just get gunned down for going to a fucking country concert. And we don't even know all that went down. We don't know all of that yet. This video is just to show you the laws and what he could have done to obtain that weapon. This man's a coward. Stephen Paddock, he's a fucking coward. He shot himself and killed 50 people. They weren't doing anything to him. Okay, I'll give you that. He's a piece of shit. He's a lowlife. He's gonna go to hell. And I'm sorry to say that. But we have to put these feelings aside, okay? And the thing with liberals is that they speak with their feelings and not with a logical sense of mind. They don't think, you know, how did he do this? Like, well, what caused him to do this? And, you know, how did he obtain the weapon? Instead of just saying, domestic terrorist, white man, we need better gun control so nobody can have guns, so that when we fucking change the country into a fucking communist nation, no one can overthrow us. And that's what I'm fearing about liberals. I'm sorry about that, but that's my viewpoint. Anyway, you have anything else to say on the topic, Jonah?
I just want to read 3 more tweets by this guy, Charles Clymer, which I really do not like. And I can see this guy pretty much being exactly like every other liberal. They're doing exactly the same thing as him. So let's just let him speak for all the liberals for this one moment, because they're all saying the same thing. I feel like I'm listening to a child read an assignment out loud in class. Bored, struggling, vaguely insecure. Honestly, hashtag Trump, hashtag Las Vegas. And then he said, I miss having a president where I honestly couldn't tell if he wrote it or tasked it out to a staffer. With Trump, there's no mystery. Trump didn't mention terrorism. No, surprise there. The shooter was white. Hashtag Las Vegas. And then he talked about his freaking birthday that's coming up. He's literally talking about how, like, everything he says is about how the guy was white. I don't understand why that matters. And I don't understand why it matters what the president says. I mean, what he did, what President Trump said, I don't know if we mentioned what he said yet. It was the right thing to say, in the sense that you can't really say much on such a sensitive topic, that there's people out there mourning as we speak. This literally just happened, like, not even a day ago. So you can't really say much. There's people mourning, and people are complaining about, and just bring up the fact that he's white, and whatever President Trump said is the most important thing out of this entire thing. And I'm just upset.
What about the family members that people have lost? What about the fathers that little children lost, mothers little children lost, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, police officers, people that people looked up to that are gone? And the only thing you could focus on is the fact that Trump said this. Trump said, you know, my condolences, because unlike you liberals that watch CNN and whatever the hell else, another liberal news station, I don't watch news on TV because most of them are liberal, is the fact that you guys are about being first and being the absolute first to tell a news story, even if it's fake. And I'm not even going about CNN. They fucking staged a fucking protest that wasn't even there. I don't understand to why we need to be first. We need to say this and that. You know, the fact that his skin color and the fact that makes him a terrorist. Now, I think it's a domestic terrorist attack from the evidence that I have. Now, it's not determined, and if it is determined, if it is or isn't, then I'll make another video on it. That's my speculation on it, and I have a good reason to be speculating that that is the reason for it. Now, despite what I think, I think that it's all open to debate. It's all open to free thought. But the thing is that when a liberal talks about this, when a liberal tries to explain it, they just say, "Oh, this guy's white. He shot people, so that means he's a terrorist." This needs to stop. This isn't a healthy way of thinking. And right now, we just all have to focus on supporting these people the best we can. And I don't think what we did for other people by changing our flag on our profile picture did anything. When I say is, you know, spread news, send donation, I don't know, whatever, man. Whatever you can to help these people would be appreciated. Even prayers help, okay? I mean, me, myself, religious person, I pray for these people. Like, no one deserves this. No one deserves, my fellow Americans don't deserve this. This is not good. These people just want to enjoy themselves. No one wanted this. I didn't want this. Jonah didn't want this. No one wanted this, man. Conservative or not, no one wanted this. Nobody knew why. And he killed himself, so he's a coward himself, alright? The thing that we have to focus on now is finding the truth and the absolute truth, and by any means necessary, I'll go and look for the truth, and that's all we need right now. That's the only thing I could tell anybody that watches this video is that don't let anybody tell you what the truth is. Like, not even this video. Like, you could use it as a what's it called, reference. You could read all the articles yourself, and then you can come up with your own motive to what the truth is, and that's the thing. We can all talk about it, and that's the point of this video, is to find the truth and come together as Americans to find what happened and what's going on here. And I didn't expect to wake up to this news. We live in a time where our political climate is like just eating each other apart. Liberals and conservatives and libertarians, like all liberals are coming at conservatives or libertarians, even though they're not doing anything wrong. And this is just a case that the liberals are going to eat up and just throw into the conservatives' faces, because that's how it is right now. We gave the liberals too much power. Now they're abusing it. And that's the thing. I don't know how this video is going to do with the YouTube blacklist, and I don't know if any leftists are going to flag my video or something like that, but the fact is this. Don't let your political views stray you from the truth. I might be a conservative, but I thought about this logically, and many liberals think with their feelings, not with logic, and that's how, you can see the difference. You think a different way. I thought with I thought with more of my mind, less of my feelings. I threw the feelings aside when I heard this news. I was angered. I was just confused to why somebody would want to kill people. And now I threw that aside to go and, give everybody who's watching this video the truth. And it's a longer video, but me and Jonah had to speak out about this because our channels are meant for jokes. We're meant for good times and laughs, but with this time changing, we just need to let everybody know. We have to keep everybody aware of this. So that's the point of this video, and I'm going to stop rambling on about it. And that's my closing thoughts. Jonah, do you have any closing thoughts on it?
I just want to say that whether you're mad at the shooter, whether you're mad at the government, whether you're mad at Donald Trump for not giving change to a homeless guy back in 1983, whether you're mad at anybody, it doesn't matter. Like, your feelings right now, what you feel and who you're mad at doesn't matter. What really matters is that we just help clean this up. We help those who were involved, like the ones who witnessed it and the ones who've lost a family member and friend. We need to help those.
Yeah.
Because they're in the worst time of their life. Their entire world just flipped upside down and got 103% less worldly. We're living in a bad time.
And I guess one thing to end up is that I never thought I would live in a time of like this political climate like we read in our history books. And I don't think you would have either, right, Jonah?
No.
And we are. And you could see it. And I think the best thing we can do, like Jonah said, is to help these people. And I think one way to do that is, let's find the truth, and that's all we need. Anyway, I thank everybody for watching. And this is Tim, Joe, and Jonah. We're signing off. Peace, guys.